Hey everyone, how's it going? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. So I was going through comments the other day and I noticed that someone had made a comment on my model car video that I made a couple months ago, saying that they wanted to know a little bit more about my Huracan Performante model. So with today's video, that's what I'm going to be doing. Now, one thing of note, I was a little bit skeptical on doing the video at first because unfortunately my model had a bit of an accident. So I've managed to fix it for the most part, but just keep in mind, obviously, if you buy a brand new model, your windshield won't be cracked. Like what happened to mine, you guys might be able to see on the camera there. And also before, when the windshield cracked, something hit it, the wing piece kind of came off. So once again, I managed to fix it. But yeah, just keep in mind, obviously, you buy a new model, your windshield won't be cracked. But that's going to kind of lead me into my first point, which is the build quality of these models. So this is my AutoArt 1:18 scale Huracan Performante model, as I mentioned. It's a die-cast model, so all the body panels are die-cast metal, and then there's some plastic accent bits all around it. But yeah, I think it's kind of a testament to the build quality that, literally something fell off my wall, hit my car, and the only thing that happened is the windshield is a little bit cracked, and the wing piece did come off, but I guess luckily it broke off really cleanly, so it was actually really easy to just super glue everything back together. So my particular model is finished in the metallic blue, or the Lamborghini paint code for it is blue Cephas. They make a range of different colors for this car, another shade of blue, green, purple, orange, white, black, I think even a gray one. I'll leave a link to the website down below for AutoArt if you guys want to go and find it. You can see all the different selections there, maybe pick one up for yourself. Yeah, all the models cost about $250 US for the 118 scales. They do make a 112 scale model as well, which is a little bit more expensive, but still great build quality. Nothing feels cheap on this as well. Even kind of the plastic bits are kind of, I guess, a more high-end plastic. The attention to detail on this model is absolutely crazy. It might sound kind of redundant, but it truly is a 1:18 scale model. If you've ever had the chance to see one of these in person or maybe be up close to it, every little detail that you can see on this model car is first taken right off of the real car. One of the other questions that I get a lot, or I've been getting a lot since that video, is how do you open the door and where do you get the keys? Well, every model that I've bought that has opening parts such as hoods, doors, trunks, etc., they should all come brand new with a key in it. It looks something like this, and all it has on the end is a little kind of hook made out of kind of soft plastic that you use to get into the gaps between door panels to open them up gently like that, or on this model with the front trunk opens up, and you can also open up carefully the rear engine cover to expose the engine. So that's what the little keys are for, guys, is just to help you open up your model, and then that way you avoid having to jam a finger in there and maybe you scratch some paint or you accidentally break off a part of the car. So you definitely want to grab yourself one of these little keys if you can. Unfortunately, I have looked on a bunch of sites and I don't think you can actually just buy the key themselves, but maybe if you contact the company you can get one. But once again, every new model comes with one of these. So since I have it open, unfortunately it's going to be a little bit hard to see. The lighting's not the greatest. Let me just grab my phone for some extra light. And you can see here, again, the attention to detail. The engine bay looks just awesome. You might notice that the actual engine cover itself there is gold, which is kind of a staple for all Performantes. And which, if you're not sure what Huracan model you're looking at, that's actually a good way to know that it's a Performante versus just kind of a regular Huracan or even the new Huracan Evo, which all have black engine covers from standard. Of course, if you really want to, you can get it painted, but all the Performantes come standard with this kind of gold engine cover. You can see it has a cross braces in there, and again, it might be hard to see, but you can even see right on the kind of the back part of the engine compartment, it has the intake tubes that feed for the ALA system, which this car has in real life. So I go ahead and close it up. Again, if we look actually at the top of the deck lid, once again, you see those vents there that help, in some cases feed air into the outlet system, and also it helps feed air over the car and back out through for more downforce and aerodynamics. The front trunk is also pretty functional on this car. You can see there, you can open it up, you could store something small in there if you really wanted to. You wanted to maybe hide some change or something, you could throw it in there. And yeah, if I move on to the interior, again, it's going to be a little bit hard to see, but you can see this car features kind of the sport seats from Lamborghini. You might be able to see there on the seat, it has the kind of the Y stripe with the yellow. Of course, it matches the calipers on this car, which is also yellow. And again, it's going to be a little hard to see, but one of the things I like about AutoArt as a company is that they don't short you on any of the details. Again, as I mentioned, everything that you're going to be seeing on the real car is translated into the model. So even if I move over here to the driver's side, again, it'll be hard to see, but you might be able to tell in the middle there, it actually has a little red cover for the flip-up cover for the start button. If you look at the steering wheel on the bottom, in the middle, it has the selectors for your different drive modes. One of the big things with this car was it has the forged carbon. You might be able to see it there on the wing, but it has the forged carbon, obviously replicated on the wing, on the rear diffuser there as well, and carried out all throughout the inside, in the center console, just above the steering wheel there, and some other bits. So yeah, the attention to detail once again on this model is just insane. Other things I like about it, well, the Performante was one of my favorite cars to begin with. That's why I went out and bought the model. One other cool feature with this model, guys, as I mentioned, it is kind of a full model, and again, in their attention to detail, if I go ahead, it's hard to show from the inside, but if I go ahead, actually the front wheels do turn if you just kind of move them gently, and it'll be hard to see again, I'm sorry, with the light, but when I turn the wheels, you might be able to notice that the steering wheel actually will move with it. So, if you wanted to too, you could reach inside gently and you can move the wheel and you can see the actual front wheels turn. So that's also another way, if you're not going to play with the model, you can, pretend like you're actually driving the car, move the wheels and actually drive around a little track or, make turns. This car also has the, I guess, optional tire stickers on it. They say P0 as the car is fitted with Pirelli P0 tires. I don't think all the models come with it, so, if you're not maybe a fan of tire stickers, maybe go on the website and double check, pick up one that doesn't have them. The calipers are yellow, as I mentioned. It matches the seats color on the inside, and yeah, just overall, the build quality on these is really good. The model looks great just sitting on the shelf, as its purpose is intended for. But yeah, definitely I would say, if you want to pick up a good model, AutoArt's usually a way to go. They're kind of one of my personal favorite brands. A lot of my model cars are made by AutoArt, and I'll definitely keep buying them in the future. Not to say that other models aren't as good or maybe even better, but in terms of detail and I guess also value for money, AutoArt for me is kind of up there at the top of affordable models. You could spend a couple $1,000s and get maybe a bigger model that has even more detail, but I think for the average just kind of collector like me, spending $250 isn't really that much for a model, and it doesn't break the bank. So there you go, guys. That's kind of a quick review of my model. I'm sorry I don't remember your name who commented asking about it, but I hope that that's what you were looking for. I hope that if you watch this, maybe you picked up something else. Once again, I'm going to have a link to my original model car video, so if you guys see something there that I have that you want to know more about, once again, leave me a comment on that video or this one here, and I'll be happy to get that to you. I have some other models coming in hopefully soon, who knows when, and of course I'm always looking, so you never know what's going to come next, so stay tuned to the channel for that. But if you guys enjoyed this video, please give it a big thumbs up. Remember to subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you all in the next one, which will be fun because it's going to be another kind of car video, and then we'll get back to the cooking videos in a little bit. Anyways, guys, I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.